Hello friends, welcome back to Sojania's English class. And in today's class, we are going to learn about one more writing element which is useful for 9th to 12th graders of CBSE. That is article writing. Let us learn about its format, writing style and what goes into an article, how to conclude it. All those things we will learn in this lesson. Let's get started. This is our topic of the day, article writing. The purpose of article is to express one's views, opinions, and arguments about something. How to organize an article. Let us learn about it. Paragraph 1 is introduction. In this, simply slightly elaborate the topic sentence that you have written in the beginning. That's it. You can even slightly elaborate the title or heading of your article. And then come paragraph 2 and 3. It comes under development. It has three parts. First one is analysis. You are going to analyze the given topic in that. What is meant by analyzing something? Talking more about that. What sort of a problem is that? What is the nature of that problem and all? And second thing is good and bad effects of that particular topic. And then balanced arguments. To support your views or opinions, you submit some balanced arguments along with some facts, figures, whichever supports your argument. Okay. And then paragraph number 4 is conclusion. An article should never be open-ended. Conclusion includes suggestions and call for action, urging someone to act upon something. Okay. This is broadly about organization of an article. Topic paragraph number 1 is topic sentence. Paragraph number 2 and 3 comes at development. That is where you analyze and mention some good and bad effects and some balanced arguments as well. And paragraph number 4 forms the conclusion, wherein you give your suggestions and you urge the people to act upon something. Let us look at the format of article. First thing is heading or title of your article. It is a must, followed by byline. This heading and byline can give you 1 mark very easily. So it is a must. And then introductory paragraph. As we discussed in the organization of article, paragraph number 1 is introducing the topic. And then development paragraphs 2 and 3. And then conclusion paragraph 4. Okay, so heading, byline, intro, development and conclusion. See, take any sort of writing, it has intro, development and conclusion. Any piece of writing. Let us learn more about introduction of an article. Make it precise. Precise in the sense to the point. There is no elaboration in the introductory paragraph. Use any quote or rhetorical question. For example, honesty is the best policy, but in today's world, we can see so many deviations. Okay, like that you can start your article. Is it good to be bad? It is a rhetorical question. Everybody knows that it's not at all good to be bad. Rhetorical questions don't expect any answers. Like answer is quite obvious. Nobody needs to answer. Everybody knows the answer sort of. Such type of questions are called as rhetorical questions. Okay. And then you have to write some facts or figures to support your idea. See, intro can have 1 fact or 1 figure. For example, 250 bird species are becoming extinct every year. You can directly start your article with such type of fact or figure, which will immediately draw the attention of the readers. Even if you write quote, even if you write rhetorical, even if you write a fact or figure, however, you can attract the attention of the audiences. You are not supposed to waste any sort of lines in your article. Article should be quite compact, which should have something or the other in each line. There is no scope for wastage of words or lines. And stick to simple language so that whoever goes through your language can understand it pretty clearly. Don't be so verbose. Don't use so many, highly difficult vocabulary and all. That is about introduction. Let us see how to develop an article. Explain the nature of the problem given. What is meant by nature of the problem? What sort of a problem it is? how many types of such problem exist, that kind of. Analyze the problem and then mention the different types of that problems. So 1 or 2 lines towards what sort of problem is that, how many types of that problem exist, and then mention in detail about the present situation of that problem, present scenario, what are its good and bad effects you can mention, what is the action taken to rectify that problem you can mention, and then explain the cause and effect relationship. This is really important while writing an article. You should keep this in mind. You have to develop that cause and effect relationship by supplying the facts or figures. This problem is caused by so and so issue and it can be rectified by doing so and so action. Okay, so cause and effect relationship should be properly established in your article. And mention the consequences if the problem persists, side effects of that problem that we are going to encounter. All these things you have to mention in the development part of an article. Okay, these 3 things, keep them in mind. Explain the nature of the problem given, mention in detail about the present situation of the problem, and then most important thing, explain cause and effect relationship. It is a must. So let us learn more about conclusion. Mention briefly about the problem and solution. See, throughout your article, you have mentioned about the problem so many times in a very detailed fashion, but even in conclusion also, you will mention about the problem. Briefly, you can mention, even a phrase will do. For example, of course, child labor is a menace, but with the strict implementation of laws, it can be eradicated from our society. So this is how we are going to conclude this phrase, that is what is the problem discussed in the article. Even in conclusion also you can mention. You have to, in fact, give your suggestions and opinions. What do you think about this problem? How can it be eradicated? You can give your suggestions and opinions. For example, what I honestly believe is everyone should come forward to eradicate this problem. That is how you give out your opinions or suggestions. Okay, and then give a call for people to respond, urging people to respond, like how this is high time we reacted to this particular thing. Urge the people to react or respond immediately. Those things should be included in the concluding part of the article. And one more example is, it's like now or never. You have to respond immediately, sort of. And then article should never be open-ended. You can write phrases like, with this it can be concluded as simple as this, sort of can serve as a closed-ended article. What is that conclusion that you are giving through your article? You discussed a problem, you discussed your opinions, you supplied balanced argument, you have established cause and effect relationship. By doing all these things, what do you want to tell us? How do you conclude it? This forms the crux of your article. You should never miss on this. So don't ever leave your article open-ended. It should be concluded somehow. Let us look at one sample article. The importance of sports and games is being increasingly recognized in India from both the educational and social point of view. As Shikha or Shekhar write an article in 100 to 120 words on the importance of sports and games. This question has been taken from one of the previous question papers of CBSE. Okay, so if you look at this question, our topic or heading is already given. Title or heading is already given here. Most of the times it is mentioned in the question itself. If it is not there also, you can easily derive it from the given question. Okay, most of the times it is mentioned. I have observed that. The importance of sports and games, that is our title or heading of the article. So here we are going to talk about the importance of sports and games being increasingly recognized in India. All those trends we are going to discuss as per the given question, and the word limit is 100 to 120. Okay, and your name is Shikha or Shekhar. It should go into the byline. Okay, you are not supposed to use your own names. Names are usually mentioned in the given question. Even if they are not mentioned also, don't write your name, write some other name. Let us see how to write that article. The importance of sports and games. This is what is the title or heading as per the given question. it should immediately be followed by a byline. By Shikha or Shekhar is given. And then, as the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. As the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, such quotations, if you use such quotations in your article, it really catches the attention of the evaluator immediately. Okay, you will get good marks. There is a huge scope that you can score good marks. If you stick to the format, if you use some quotations here and there, you will definitely score full marks on article. As the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. How true it is! Exclamation mark. Sports and games are also really important in a student's life apart from education. See, anyone can write this. Okay, there is no difficulty at all. They help students develop a holistic personality, not only physically, even mentally also. They become fit. They learn so many skills. That is what is holistic personality. And then the development paragraph. Nowadays, parents give more importance to studies. They forget that the child's health is also important. But schools are trying their level best to ensure the child's physical and mental health. They are training the children in physical education as well. Playing games gives happiness to the children. Everybody knows that. While playing games, children socialize with others. So these are some observant points. You can't get these points from any textbook or sort of thing. What all you observe, you can write in your article in the sensible way. They develop skills while playing, which can foster team spirit as well. As important as team spirit, the such kind of skills can be learned just by playing games. Playing helps them to be physically fit and mentally sound. So here you can even mention one quotation, sound mind in a sound body sort of quotation. Here also you can mention. Whenever you mention any quotations or something, you have to highlight it either by quotes or by underlining it neatly. Okay. So your concluding paragraph. So games and sports must become an inevitable part of the student's life. If parents and schools give little more encouragement to the students who are interested in sports, they can reach to greater heights. They will certainly bring name and fame to our country. Whichever topic you can take any topic and you can try just to imitate this particular sample. Small intro, 2 paragraphs of development and 1 paragraph of conclusion. Okay. Now your exercise time. You are Tanya or Tanishq. You have seen the following news item in a newspaper. Video games, internet, cell phones and other high-tech gear are just part of growing up in a digital world. But parents are concerned about the amount of time their children spend with these and worry that it might be distracting to them and cramping their academic and social development. Using your views and opinions, write an article in 100 to 120 words on the topic gadgets, bane or boon. Bane is curse, boon is blessing. Okay, so this is also a question taken from one of the previous CBSE question papers. You can relate this question very much to the present scenario and you can develop your article very easily. All the best, years. So friends, that is about article writing. Learn 10 quotations by heart so that you can use them in intro part as well as in conclusion of article writing. Meet you soon with another interesting lesson. Bye for now, guys.